All right, y'all, we are on to match day 2. Matchup is Juventus against Chelsea. Tosin, tell me what you got for the side of the Blues.
I have said it from the beginning of the season. As soon as they signed Lukaku, Chelsea are up there with my favorite Champions League winners. Chelsea are the deep. That 3-4-3 that they play, just you can't score in them. They are not the best when it comes to scoring. They struggle since the Arsenal game, but Chelsea is just deep. Like there's really nothing you can do about it. They got 3 really good center backs. They have a really functioning midfield in Jorginho and Kovacic and sometimes Kante. So they have Lukaku up top. I know Kovacic. I know what's his name? I can't even think of his name. The German guy. Kai Havertz has not been playing the best right now, but Chelsea is just Chelsea. I mean, there's really nothing you could do. The main issue might be Mendy might not play. He's had a little bit of injury issues. Kepa might be in goal. But it's like a really hard-working machine, and Thomas Tuchel has really got them playing the way he wants them to play. And there's really nothing you could do when Chelsea are banging form. They play against Man City this weekend, so that might affect them. But I do think against a team like Juventus, who are struggling in Serie A, they're going to enjoy themselves. So.
Yeah, I actually have to agree with you. I think Juve are struggling right now. They have not found their identity. They obviously had the massive loss of Cristiano Ronaldo in the summer. They brought Max Allegri back to be the manager, but he is just really I think he's kind of fully planning, trying to figure out what his best 11 is, trying to get all his best players healthy and in form, trying to sort out what their formation is going to be this year. Are they going to play back 4? Are they going to play back 3? Are they going to continue to switch like Max Allegri is known to do? Right now, they're sitting at 13th in Serie A, 5 points. They started off with no wins in their first 3 Serie A matches and a draw against Milan. Just got their first win away to Spezia, which honestly didn't start great either. In Champions League, they do have 3 points. Got their first win, a pretty straightforward win, 3-0 win over Malmo. Goals from Sandro, Paulo Dybala, Morata. But I think the big thing, and when we talk about the matchup between Chelsea and Juve is it Max Allegri going to come out and try to match that back 3? Is he going to try and go for a 3-5-2 or some sort of a 3-4-3 to match up with what Chelsea obviously do game in, match out? Is he going to start Alvaro Morata alongside Dybala? Is he going to start Weston McKennie? What is their midfield? The biggest addition for them this summer was Manuel Locatelli, who was added in midfield, but they still have a balance to sort out whether it's going to be a 3 or a pairing. There's just so much for this Juve team to figure out right now that moving on to a prediction, I do see Chelsea winning this, not easily, but I think in a relatively straightforward fashion. I could see like a 1-0 or a 2-0, 2-1 maybe. The question from our producer is, with this group being so weak, do these two teams really care / need to come out full steam to get all 3 points? And is this a make or break match for you, Toast?
No, I mean, both the teams are sitting pretty on 3 points. I mean, they can both beat, no offense to the other 2 teams, Zenit and Malmo, but Chelsea and Juventus are good enough, on paper at least, to see themselves through. So this game isn't like an end-all, be-all. But it's more so an ego thing, and I think that Chelsea would kind of come out like, hey, we want to win this by force. So one thing I want to say is that this Chelsea team is better than last year. The addition of Lukaku just makes them that much better. It needed a striker, and Lukaku's he's in a revenge tour. He's basically wants everybody to know, hey, look, you wrote me off when I was at United, and I'm here to prove everybody wrong. So I think they are a much better team than last year. One of the things that I see in this match is just, no offense to Juventus, but people aren't really respecting them. When Spezia hit that, it was Giassi who hit them with the
celebration.
Yeah, all they did, no one respected. So tactically, I think when I look at it, Chelsea gonna sit in their normal 3-4-3. It's gonna be a struggle for Juventus to get through that midfield, especially if Kante plays. So, it is gonna be, especially tactically, it's gonna be something it's gonna be fun to watch Tuchel and Allegri kind of lock horns. But I do think tactically Tuchel's gonna be a little bit much better than them, and Lukaku gets them one-on-one. I mean, no offense to Bonucci, but what I saw from yesterday, he got spun by a 19-year-old kid. So imagine what 27-year-old, 20-year-old Lukaku's going to do to him. So God bless is all I can really say to Bonucci and Chiellini compared to. So
yeah, I think this is going to be one of those a lot of prayer needed days. I think if anything is going to be positive for Juve, it's going to come from the feet of Federico Chiesa. I'm not sure exactly how Allegri is going to deploy him, whether it's like on the wing in a back three, or as an out and out winger in a back four, whether he maybe tries to run him up top. Who knows? I'm very interested to see exactly like I think he will try and match up to Chelsea with a back three. I'm not sure exactly if he will have him back healthy, but likely it'll be some sort of De Ligt, Chiellini, and Bonucci back three. But honestly, I don't see Juve coming out of this one with a win. I think this is very much a let's see where we stand right now after a couple decent results against Milan and Spezia. Where do we really stand right now? And I don't think they're going to like where they do stand.
If I do have to go on my line, if I do have to go on the line and make a prediction, I'm going to say 2 or 3-0 for Chelsea, just because, I mean, getting hit with a seal by Spezia of all teams for me is just ultra disrespectful. And I just feel like Juventus right now are not respected by anybody. So 2 or 3-0 Chelsea.
All right, get down in the comments. Let us know if you respect Juventus. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit like, and we will catch you next time.